Hi, I'm Dave, and today I'm reviewing the Stinger Fist to Whip Mini. You may have seen reviews of other Stinger products over the last couple of years, but this is the first one I've seen so far on the Mini. Heart to Hurt has done a couple of reviews, and you may have also seen Scalagrim also review the Stinger emergency tool. But this is the first one I've seen of the Mini. It is a little smaller than the larger tools that you may have seen, but it's still a decent size. It comes with the split ring attached, and I put a key on there. And with the key attached, it's a decent length, about 16 inches. And if I compare that to a couple of other impact tools, like this Monadnock PR24, the striking part of it is just about that same 16 inches. And the old school wooden baton is also about 16 inches. So even though it is a pretty compact tool, it has a decent amount of reach. Without the ring, it's about 12.5 inches. As you can see, it's a pretty thick cable, has a plastic coating on it, a stainless steel cap on this end, and on this end, a heavy metal, feels like aluminum, monkey fist on this end with a ring that can be screwed on and off. Stinger does sell separately another ring that has 4 of these window breaker tips attached to it. I'm going to go ahead and hit several of these different types of targets with the tool, and you'll get a chance to see just how effective this thing is. It's made some pretty good marks in the cardboard box with the key attached. I'll go ahead and take the key and the key ring off and compare the damage. See if it's any more effective without the key ring attached. It penetrated in pretty deeply. I think it probably is a little more effective with the key ring attached. The key ring taken off, that is. I'll go ahead and put that back on. I'm going to go ahead and use the whip on this tonic water can. I don't particularly like tonic water, so I don't mind sacrificing this can for the cause. Whoops. A swing and a miss. Let's try that again. It does hit pretty hard. This won't be much of a test, this eggplant. But nobody likes eggplants, so I don't mind sacrificing that for the cause either. It's sliced in pretty deeply. Well, let's try the monkey fist. with this ring attached, it makes a pretty good handle to keep this from sliding out of your hand. Made pretty short work of that eggplant. Yeah, nobody likes eggplants. How effective would this be on something like this coconut? Coconuts are very hard, and I think makes a pretty good substitute for a human skull. If we had to up our level of force from just causing somebody some stinging pain with this end, and we had to hit somebody hard with this end, what kind of damage can we expect? I would say quite effective. But that's enough of smacking inanimate objects. Probably everybody would like to see what it's like to hit something that can actually feel pain. Unfortunately, like myself. I'm going to go ahead and give myself a good smack on the calf with the key attached, and then I'm going to go ahead and take that off and compare it with the key and the key ring taken off. This, I think, is going to really hurt. Yes, it did. It does sting. Left a pretty good welt. Let's take the ring off and the key and see what it's like without. I'm sure it'll be just about as fun. Yes, that really does smart. Let's take the camera down and take a nice look at my rather painful looking calf. It's bit in pretty good. So how effective is it? I think it's quite effective. And I think in certain applications, it could be a useful self-defense tool. Much like a baton. Helps to fill that gap between empty hands and lethal force, such as a firearm or a knife. This will not probably break bones unless it hits something like maybe the small bones in the hand. But this one, the monkey fist end, certainly will. The question some people have had with some of the other Stinger products is, how do you carry the thing around? They have a much larger handle that makes them hard to conceal. This one, especially with the key ring taken off, conceals quite well. It pretty much disappears, and if you need to take it out, it comes out pretty quickly. If you can swing this hard enough to make it whistle, you're definitely swinging it hard enough to cause some pretty good stinging pain. Of course, you do have to make sure that it's used in a self-defense application. Otherwise, you could be facing charges for assault with a deadly weapon, which this certainly could be. Also, you definitely want to be concerned if you bring something like this into an unarmed self-defense situation. If you pull this out, your attacker may decide that they no longer want to be unarmed and pull out their own weapon, whether that be a knife or a gun. So that is definitely something to consider. But I do think that in certain applications, this could be a useful thing to have. It conceals fairly easily, and in places where you may not be able to carry a deadly weapon, there's an awful lot of cities in our country where firearms are highly restricted. So something like this may possibly be allowed, although you would have to check your state and local laws to make sure. Again, thank you for watching. I hope to post more videos in the future, and possibly myself suffering more pain and discomfort as I test some more less lethal types of self-defense items. Thank you.